Good evening, everybody. Today I'll be continuing to work on my vintage motorcycle. I went ahead and moved it into my office. As you can see, it's in the office. This is adjacent to my main living room here. And the reason I moved it in here is the middle of winter. It's very cold outside. As you can tell, there's remnants of snow in the grass. So the garage is just not warm enough to work. The other problem is I keep this door shut because this room is not insulated and it's as cold as the garage. So as you can tell, the koi pond is frozen over. So basically what I need to do is continue to work on my vintage motorcycle. I'm gonna have to keep that door open, and what I'll do is I'll make a fire in my fireplace and warm up that room so I can get to work on the motorcycle this evening. What I intend to do is reinstall the tailpipes that I cleaned up with the tinfoil method, the rust removing hack. I got a new headlight over there, which still doesn't have the right bulb, but I'll reinstall that on here. And there's a number of things I want to clean up, like these parts in the motor. I'm going to polish the casing. I've got to replace the cables, air up the tires, and get it ready to go to the mechanic where he's going to do a full service on it and replace the exhaust tips. And what you're looking at here is kind of a hybrid motorcycle. It's a 1971 frame, oil in frame, with a 1969 650 twin single carb motor. And so I like it. It's a great bike. Can't wait to get it back on the road. And I don't ride it very far. I just ride it down to get a coffee locally, maybe 1 or 2 miles or kilometers, if I'm going to ride it at all. I might have the mechanic also go ahead and install turn signals and get all the brake lights and everything working correctly. It's kickstart, so you got to be able to stomach that. I'm not intending to put electric start in there. I like the kickstart. It's adds to the character of the motorcycle. So anything, let's get the fire built. I normally would use the other door where all the wood is, but the latch is broken. I have the latch on back order. They'll come and fix it probably in the springtime. Meanwhile, I have to build a fire from this side. It's fine. Not a big deal. Let's get started. Get this fire rolling, get that room warmed up, and get some work done. Okay, as you can see, the fire is roaring. Starting to heat up in here, which is nice. Put my slippers on because the floor is freezing. We'll get in there with some toothbrush. See if we can't get some of this rust. I sprayed it with some solvent. Get it all inside of there. I don't have a wire brush. Right now I'll have to pick one up. So one of the things that I'm going to have the mechanic do is he's going to check the push rods and the valves, make sure everything's tuned. I had a guy in Hawaii do it, but he wasn't a vintage bike guy. He was a custom motorcycle builder, but that didn't work a lot on these vintage bikes. So I'm not sure. I mean, he did his best. He got it going. It just doesn't have any top-end power right now like it used to. These bikes are known to basically trying to throw you off of the bike the entire time you're riding them. So what's so fun about riding them. And I want to get back to that, where it's running top shape. Because nothing's more thrilling than jumping on this thing and getting it started and getting up to speed. It's a real eye turner to ride this bike because a lot of them are on the road. So people that appreciate bikes, they see it and they can always engage me in conversation, which is nice. I don't mind talking to people. One of the reasons why people like me drive classic cars, classic bikes, or interesting overland cars, whatever. It's just, it's fun to, good conversation starter. It's already looking better. I'll get some, well, I won't do anything right now until after the mechanic finishes his stuff, and then I'll get some protectant on here so it doesn't continue to rust like this. It's partly because after being in Hawaii for a long time, this bike sat next to the ocean. It wasn't really the best place for it. As you know, salt water takes a toll on anything metal. But we'll get it all back to the way it's supposed to look. Painted if we need to. I need to get a pump so I can air up the tires. I just bought a ramp. I'll show you that in a little bit. Bought it off of Amazon. It was supposed to come actually tomorrow, the next day. It actually came on Thursday. So like a day after I bought it. That's pretty good. Props to Amazon.de. Well, that went quicker than I thought it would. put these on, slide these on the coupler up like this, so when you turn it, it tightens the coupler down. Then you can get them on there. Have these loosely on there. Shoot. There we go. Finger tight. I don't have a rubber mallet. Until I can get a rubber mallet. See if this other one goes on a little easier. Probably not, because that's my luck. That's okay. I'm used to that. Nothing in my life is easy. leave that like that for now. And the mechanic's going to put the exhaust tips on. He has them in his shop. He was reluctant to sell them to me until he saw the bike because he knows this is a 71 frame with a 69 motor, and there's a lot of variations of exhausts that go on these. And he wanted to sell me the right one. Okay. Oh, this is the old one. The old one. Here's the new one. I'm not going to do any of the wiring right now. I'm just going to put the headlight in because still got to have the mechanic do some wiring on there. Tight fit, which I like. Maybe a little too tight. Almost like my clips are getting in the way. Should be going a lot easier than that. Oh, okay, I'm gonna leave that off. I'll let the mechanic do it because I don't want to break it. He'll have the knowledge and tools to do it right. I may have to take this off in order to fit it on there and then get it stretched out and ready for that. Anyway, that's made a lot of progress in a short period of time. That was good. I'll come back with a rubber mallet and finish those exhaust tips. As promised, here's the ramp that I bought. It's an all aluminum folding ramp, rated to well over what the weight of my motorcycle is. It's pretty durable. It's solid, solid welds. I'm pretty happy with that. And so we're looking forward to trying to put the motorcycle in the back of the truck. Hopefully for next weekend, I'll take it out to the mechanic that I'm taking to is in Austria. So hopefully it won't be too snowy. If not, I have in these boxes snow chains for my Tacoma truck, and it shouldn't be an issue. But I just wanted to share this ramp. I'll do a review. I'm not sponsored by these guys. I bought this out of my own pocket, and but I will do a solid review on it after I used it a couple times to see how it holds up and if it's easy to use. So look forward to that. So that was wildly successful. Got the things on my bike cleaned up that I wanted cleaned up, and got the motor exhaust back on, partially. I have to get a rubber mallet, of course, and found out that I don't have what it takes to get the headlight on there, so I'll let the mechanic do it.